Yo, it's good YouTube. It's your boy Daniel Mel. We back with another video. It's five true chilling horror stories animated. Now, of course, we're not watching all five of them, but we're gonna watch three. Also, I changed this headphone because I'm trying to make sure that the audio quality is good for y'all niggas.
I never thought in my life Phoenix would turn into this twisted mess. But looking back, it all started with the heat. The relentless Arizona sun that baked everything into submission. My name's Julia, and I ran this little hole-in-the-wall restaurant called La Fiesta on the edge of downtown. It was nothing fancy. Red checker tablecloths, sizzling fajitas, and margaritas strong enough to make you forget the bills piling up. I poured my soul into that place after Carlos and I got married 10 years ago. He was charming back then, with that sly smile and promises of a better life. But marriage changes people. Or maybe it just reveals who they really are. Carlos wasn't the type to hold down a steady job. He dabbled in side hustles, as he called them. At first it was harmless, flipping used cars or hawking gadgets at flea markets. But somewhere along the line, it turned darker. He'd source these knockoff luxury bags and watches from shady suppliers in LA, then slap on fake labels and sell them as authentic deals to our neighbors. Pop-up markets in parking lots, Craigslist listings, even Facebook Marketplace under his brother Miguel's name to keep...
Yeah, I mean, the nigga is hustling though. I ain't gonna lie. Like he's trying to get to that bag. Sure, you're trying to give you a better life. You know. Although I would say, bro, don't ever sell no fake shit, guys. I'm telling you, don't ever
parking
focus
lots,
on
Craigslist listings, even Facebook Marketplace under his brother Miguel's name to keep the heat off him. Miguel lived in Mexico and didn't give a damn. Carlos paid him a cut to stay quiet. People would bite. Desperate housewives wanting a real Louis Vuitton for half price. Guys impressing dates with Rolex watches that ticked like bombs. When the fakes fell apart, buyers were left holding worthless crap, too embarrassed to complain or with no way to track him down. Carlos was smart like that. He never got caught. "It's just business, mi amor," he'd say, kissing my neck while counting stacks of cash in our kitchen. I turned a blind eye because, hell, it kept the lights on at La Fiesta.
You guys will kill me with these ads, bro.
Then there was Kevin. God, Kevin. He started coming in about 2 years ago, always alone, nursing a beer at the bar while stealing glances at me. He was in his late 30s, divorced, worked as some IT guy for a local firm. He wasn't bad looking, tall, with that boyish grin, but way too earnest for his own good. He'd chat me up about the menu, the weather, anything to linger.
I'm not gonna lie. What's this animation channel called? Broccoli Animation, bro. You couldn't find anyone to do this female voice. I mean, I ain't got no problem with it, bro. It's throwing me off visually and sound
"Julia,
wise.
these enchiladas are killer. You must have a secret ingredient," he'd say, his eyes lingering a beat too long. I knew he was smitten. Men like him wear it like a neon sign. I'd flirt back a little. Harmless, right? It boosted tips, and honestly, it felt good to be desired after Carlos's wandering eyes. One slow Tuesday night, Kevin leaned in closer than usual. "Hey, Julia, you ever hear about those scam artists selling fake designer stuff around here? I read some complaints on Ripoff Report next door. It sounded shady." I froze mid-pour of his refill. Nah, not really. Why do you ask?" He shrugged, but his face lit up like he'd found buried treasure. "Just educating myself, thinking of hosting a community meetup at the library. Teach folks how to spot counterfeits. You know, check serial numbers, feel the leather. Could save people a ton of money." My stomach twisted. Carlos had just unloaded a batch of Gucci bags the week before. I smiled tightly and changed the subject, but inside, alarm bells rang. That night, I told Carlos everything, He laughed it off at first, calling Kevin a lonely loser with a crush. But when Kevin's meetup started, flyers plastered around the neighborhood, posts on local Facebook groups, Carlos's sales dipped. People were wising up, whispering about that woman at La Fiesta's husband. No one connected it directly to us, but the paranoia set in. Julia, this cabron is killing my business, Carlos growled one evening, slamming his phone down after another canceled order. We were in the back of the restaurant, the smell of grease hanging heavy. He's got the hots for you. That's why. Thinks if he plays hero, you'll spread your legs for him. I rolled my eyes. What do you want me to do? Ban him? Carlos's eyes darkened, the possessive fire igniting. No, we turn it around. You cry harassment and say he's been grabbing you, whispering dirty shit.
That's so sick. I'm not even going to cap. I felt like I just had to pause because I've just been chilling and watching this shit. And maybe I need to start doing that more until I have something to say. But again, bro, these are two male voice actors talking to each other, but visually.
I'll catch you in
That's
the
good
act.
marketing. Bro.
Problem
That's
solved.
good.
It sounded insane, but desperation makes you stupid. Our restaurant was barely breaking even, and Carlos's scams were our lifeline. Plus, Kevin's puppy dog eyes had started creeping me out. So I nodded. Fine, but nothing too crazy. The next time Kevin came in, I played it up. He ordered his usual tacos al pastor and tried his flirty routine. Julia, you're looking gorgeous tonight. That dress hugs you just right. I forced a blush, then leaned in like I was confiding. Kevin, you gotta stop. This attention, it makes me uncomfortable. His face crumpled. What? I didn't mean... Before he could finish, I raised my voice. You've been harassing me, touching me when I serve, saying things about my body. I want you out! Customers turned, murmuring. Kevin stammered. Julia, that's not... I just like you, okay? I thought... Get out before I call the cops! He bolted, red-faced, but not before muttering. This is bullshit. Perfect. I texted Carlos. Now. That night, after closing, I knew Kevin would circle back. He always walked home past the alley. And sure enough, around midnight, I heard footsteps. I stepped out the back door, pretending to take out trash. And there he was, looking wrecked. Julia, please, I need to explain. Those scams, your husband. Kevin, stop! I shouted, backing away like...
This is why you don't be the hero, nigga. This is why I've been preaching, bro. Actually, we only doing 2 animation stories or whatever, but yeah, this is what, bro. You going and tell this, you think she don't know, nigga. Bro, it's very rare to do shorty and a man dating for a minute and he's doing some foul shit and the shorty doesn't know. Rare. I'm talking about 0.1% of the time.
Your husband. Kevin, stop! I shouted, backing away like he was advancing. He wasn't, but perception is everything. Carlos exploded from the shadows, a hurricane of rage. You touching my wife, pinche gringo? He grabbed Kevin by the collar, slamming him against the dumpster. Kevin gasped, flailing. What the... Carlos, I know about your fakes. You're the one scamming. Shut your mouth! Carlos roared, his fist connecting with Kevin's jaw. Kevin hit the ground hard. I watched, heart pounding as Carlos snatched a cleaning hose from the wall. The one we used for mopping, still dripping with bleaching chemicals. He wrapped it around Kevin's neck, yanking tight. You think you can ruin me, cabron? I'll end you right here!
Bro, what the fuck are these noises, bro? Bro, I know it gotta be fun working at Broccoli Animation, bro. What are these noises?
The acrid smell of chemicals burned my nose as he gurgled, face turning purple. Please, Julia, help me! I froze. This wasn't the plan. We were just supposed to scare him, rough him up. But Carlos was lost in his fury, veins popping, grunting like an animal. Die, you piece of shit! No one fucks with my family! Ugh. Kevin's legs kicked wildly, urine soaking his pants in terror. I snapped out of it. Carlos, stop! You're gonna kill him! He hesitated, just long enough for Kevin to twist free, gasping, retching on the pavement. He scrambled up, hose marks raw on his neck, and bolted into the night, screaming hoarsely. You're both crazy! I'll tell everyone! But he didn't. Maybe fear silenced him. Or shame. We waited for cops, but none came. Kevin vanished, quit his job, moved out of state. From what I heard through the grapevine, whispers died down. People forgot all about his meetups. Life went on. Carlos ramped up his scams, bolder now, using new aliases. I kept slinging plates at La Fiesta, smiling through the exhaustion. Part of me regretted it. The violence, the lies. But in this world, you protect your own. Us women in Phoenix, we learned that early. Survive the heat, the hustles, the men who drag you down or lift you up. Carlos and I, we're survivors. And as I locked up the restaurant that final night, counting another stack of dirty money, I knew we'd keep going. No fairy tales here, just real life. Raw, unrelenting.
All right, you know what? That was such a good story, bro. You feel me? That was such a good story. I just think we should just end it off. Hold up. Let me just zoom in so y'all can see me. I think we just end it off on that one. On that note, it's only one story. I mean, if you guys really mess with it, definitely tell me in the comments, and then we come back and we'll finish off all the stories and stuff like that. You feel me? But not gonna lie, what we learned from this video was never trust women. At least don't trust the one that works at a bartender, like as a bartender. 2, don't be a hero. Don't run in. Oh, your husband is doing, or your wife is doing. Never do that. It's very rare that someone's doing something shady in a relationship, and the other person doesn't know at all. Especially one that involves making money. Yeah, bro, and just run like hell, bro. You feel me? Hey, but it's your boy Daniel, you feel me? And this is Path 5 Official. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you want to. If not, that's totally fine. Hopefully one day you can come back and do those steps and become a part of the squad. You feel me? Yeah, but that's it.